Hey guys, we are back with another reaction video. Yes, I said we because I am accompanied by my girlfriend, Joanne. Welcome back to the channel.
Salamat po.
Hey, so what are we reacting to today? Could you read the title of this video?
This German lady married a Filipino jeepney driver and discovered Kapwa, the culture bearers 03. What does that mean? That's a long one.
Basically, we're gonna react to a video that will showcase how a German lady married a Filipino jeepney driver. I think this might be very interesting. As soon as I saw it pop on my YouTube page, I was like, I have to react to this one.
We have a saying in the jeepneys in Manila. Have you ever rode one?
No, not a proper jeepney yet, unfortunately.
We have to take him to one of those guys.
Yes.
Yeah, it says basta jeepney driver, sweet lover.
What does that mean?
As long as you're a jeepney driver, you're a sweet lover. Ooh, that's what it means.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe I should become a jeepney driver.
Maybe. You're already sweet, honey.
Ooh la la, thank you. Yeah, so again, maligayang pagbabalik sa aking channel. Ako po si Ovela.
Ako po si Joanne.
I'm a sound engineer, beatmaker, and content creator on YouTube. And with that being said, let's jump right into it.
Let's go.
Filipinos have a way of changing their partners, making them smoother, making them laugh more, making them less stressed out.
True.
So it's just this whole spiritual, non-material
Very
side of the Filipinos.
You can relate?
That is what fascinates
much.
me. That's what's so worth keeping alive.
I can relate so much. Every time I'm around this lady, I feel so calm and at peace. It's ridiculously true, to be honest, guys. Yes, it's true.
Really?
Yeah,
You're not just saying that too.
No, not at all.
Aww.
I mean, I can see a huge difference between you and my best friend's wife, who right now are living with us. Okay, like I love my best friend's wife, but she has this very she has different energy. She does not have a calming energy like Joanne, you know. She has like this lively energy, like she likes
So alive and happy and stuff.
yeah, but you're happy
I am too.
It's just that you have a calming, happy energy, you know, and it's true. So what this lady is saying is so true. And by the way, guys, we are both a little bit under the weather. So if we sound weird and if we cough or whatever, it's normal.
Excuse us, please.
Yes. All right. Let's keep going.
I think it's great.
The culture bearers.
Very ancient.
I'm Katrin. Basically, I'm soul having a Katrin experience.
She's so
That's what I
beautiful.
firmly believe. I am German, was born in Germany, Munich. It's an artist city, so of course I was destined to be an artist. And
She's so beautiful.
eventually I met my husband with my boyfriend. Goodbye, boyfriend. Hello, jeepney driver. He drove a jeepney. And he
Kidlat,
invited us
tahimik.
very Kapwa. Oh, you want to come along? I'm going to an exhibition. And the exhibition was about the cross-fertilization of East and Western culture. So it was very meaningful. No, it was really the beginning of our lifelong friendship.
Wow.
Eventually, I went to the Philippines, fell in love with the people right away.
Of course.
It was exactly like how your film showed it. Like you're invited somewhere as a guest, and then you're invited to sleep in the host's own bed while the host sleeps somewhere else. Wow, you know, Germans don't do that. You guests, you sleep on the floor. It's really...
We're very hospitable like that.
Absolutely. I have received multiple messages from Filipinos that when they knew I was going to visit the Philippines, they invited me to their house, and they also told me that, you know, I will have a place to stay and sleep and everything.
But you know, you are the same.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you're the
Thank
same
you.
with your guests this time. So you gave them your room,
True,
and
true. Which is
very
why,
accommodating.
I think Joanne and I work very well. It's because I think our cultures are kind of similar.
Kind of similar, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
People might not think so, but as we go through this, yes, I can see some resemblance. Yeah, she's so beautiful.
She is beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
She aged gracefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's differences, no? But then what I really loved was the street food. Turon, suman, and all,
yeah,
fried bananas,
suman.
and boiled kamote, and all these things so yummy. And then when I met my husband's mother, she was such a lovely person. The only thing I didn't understand about her was why she powdered her face. She was beautifully kayumani, and then every morning she covered it with this crust of white makeup. I literally cried. I said, why? Why does she do that? She's so beautiful.
She is beautiful.
face,
So pretty.
beautiful eyes. And then she covers it all up just to fit this
Makeup.
American model. Really, really, really affected me that Filipinos would hide their own beauty like
Yeah.
that. So
Aw.
my interest in knowing the beauty of the Filipino grew even more. And then later on, when our youngest son was 4 years old, I started to enroll in school because already by then it was quite clear that my husband was always on the move as a filmmaker. He was always busy. And
Ah, okay.
somehow
He's a
I thought with
filmmaker.
so many
So he was a jeepney driver, but also a filmmaker
I think he became a filmmaker
after
at
he
some
met her.
point. Yeah. Because he was into arts and stuff.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Do you think they put jeepney driver between quotes because he's not really a jeepney driver?
That's true.
You
Could
know?
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. It
Artists in my
doesn't
family,
lead us
I
on.
just become a psychologist. That was my second love. So I went back to it. And that's when I learned about Kapwa, the beauty of the Filipino.
It's a
The way
nice
it
campus
came to
bed.
this PhD
You've been
was
there?
that I had this indigenous professor, Dr. Vera Enrique, who came up with this Kapwa philosophy and with this whole theory. And he had a master class. He held it in Tagalog. I couldn't speak Tagalog, but I understood everything. You don't need to understand a language to understand a person. So that's how I was encouraged to study Filipino psychology. And I did it swimming against the stream, against this Western terrible framework that cuts out anything that's essential to Philippine people. So I was the first, and I think up to now the only PhD in Filipino psychology. Nowadays, everybody squeaks through because it's easier. You don't have to fight all the time. But for me, I was determined only to study what I was interested in.
Kapwa.
And that led to the writing of this book. And then it led to the publishing of this book and to several conferences on Filipino psychology and indigenous people and artists. It's just this whole spiritual, non-material side of the Filipinos. That is what fascinates me. That's what's so worth keeping alive. And I think it's great.
Kapwa, the self in the other.
Once you learn about Kapwa, you see it all over Filipino culture. Something that made me feel a little bit shy in the beginning, when you sit in a bus and you sit there squeezed pretty tightly beside somebody, and then they eat chicharron or a little
Chicharron.
bit of peanuts, and then they
Yes.
offer you. And
That is a very Filipino thing. Yeah.
To
We
what?
just like to share. We're very
yeah.
generous. Yeah.
I agree.
And even a Filipino also still gets amazed when I have a moment like that.
Yeah, that
my
happened to you
fellow
recently, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They were so kind. They just gave me free coffee. We were stuck in the airport because of the storm. And we were the only 3 Filipinos, I think, that was stuck there. So I hope you guys are okay for watching this. Thank you for the coffee.
Thank you
That
for
was so
giving her a
fun.
little bit of coffee.
Yeah. that
Thank
was
you
so
for
fun.
taking care of my girl.
Oh, yeah, and I told him about it, and he wasn't surprised. It's like,
No,
wow.
not at all.
And
Yeah.
Kapwa, I really like this book. I'm curious now about this book, and I wanna read it. And do you think the the classic, the younger
Yeah, yeah,
versions
it's
of
her.
her,
Yeah,
was
it's
it her?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but
You can't tell that it's her?
I wasn't quite 100% sure.
Yeah, I think it's
so-
her for sure.
Yeah, you think? She's very pretty, and she reminds me of Taylor Swift.
That's true.
She looks like Taylor
That's
Swift.
true.
It's like,
Wow.
huh, Taylor
The
Swift.
German Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious about her. Yeah, and I like this word, kapwa.
Kapwa. Yeah.
In the beginning, I didn't know how to behave, you know. So I ate actually. And then they offered me more and I ate more until I realized it's the gesture. Filipinos will offer you everything and anything they have. But it doesn't mean you should actually take it. So I felt again, oh, what should I do? So there are lots of learning like that. But that's also Kapwa. If you share your food, you share your energy. I was also amazed about how open most of the artists here in the Philippines were about what they did. You know, their techniques like whether Pandi Apiado or Bencab. All of them
Bencab.
shared
Who's
their
Bencab?
technologies,
So
their
Bencab,
ways.
I went to his museum in Baguio. You should go there. I'll take you. Yeah, very interesting art pieces and stuff.
Really? What kind of art does he do? Like he draws? Paints?
I think he paints. He does sculptures as well. And
Sculptures.
if I'm right, if I'm not mistaken, but that's what I remember. Beautiful.
Of doing things. German artists wouldn't do that. They would just show you what they do, but if you ask them, how do you do this? They would say, you know, don't ask me anymore. But here everybody was so open. And for me, this is Kapwa now. So many examples. Guests will sleep in the bed instead of on the floor. People always share food. In fact, in Enrique's class, everybody brought something to eat. And it was all in the middle, and there was never a meeting where it was just classroom styles. Everybody just looks at the guru in front and nothing happens. It was always collective, always communal. And it's so beautiful.
Love it.
Becoming Filipino.
Being married to someone like Kitlet has really shaped how I see things and who I am. I don't know if
Because he's a
people who
filmmaker,
are
so he filmed this.
That's
totally
so cute.
individualistic and only in their own world, if they
Kitlet,
would
that's his
ever
name.
want to stay here or if they're too shocked, because your heart just melts. If you can survive it, if you can break down your hard walls,
sweet.
then you can become a very
Aw.
beautiful, warm
That's
heart
beautiful.
being also. I would say not just because of contact with the Filipinos. There are really many ways. So there are good people everywhere around this world. But Filipinos have a way of changing their partners, making them smoother, making them laugh more, making them less stressed out. So this is extremely important. And maybe that's what my professor always said.
Feeling yourself,
we
huh?
Filipinos will educate the world. We will repopulate the world. We change everything. Maybe there's really an impulse coming from the Philippines that could come from nowhere else.
Yo, wow.
Oh, he
Eldest
died
son.
2
Our
years
son, the
ago.
one that just
No,
died,
that's his son.
Yeah.
he was very, very talented. He could do anything, fix anything. He was the favorite of his teachers. And so his
handsome.
wife, she once asked him, so what do you want to do? You want to be a filmmaker? You want to be a photographer? You want to be a businessman? What do you want to do? What did you come here for? And then he said, after just 1 second reflection, I just came here to love people, to make people happy and to serve. And this is just so beautiful. I just came here to make people happy and to serve. And for me, this is the essence of Kapwa.
Yeah.
And the essence of
So much
Filipino.
positivity.
People who live who they are. This is the beauty of the Filipinos that I fell in love with. This is why I wanted to be a part of this culture, and this is what Filipinos can contribute to the world.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I don't know how people can go to the Philippines and leave unchanged, you know? I don't know how, seriously. I feel very blessed that the Philippines and Filipinos crossed my path.
Right?
Yeah, when I started the YouTube channel.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, because without you guys, I would not have been able to meet Joanne. So,
Wow.
salamat. Salamat po. Yes, and if you are wondering, I have already reacted to some videos from this channel called the Filipino Story Studio. And there was one video specifically about the word kapwa. Yes, so if you're interested, you can check those out as well.
By the way, I was the one who gave him that. It was a reel on Instagram that I sent you. I'm like, hey, look, this perfectly describes Filipinos. And then he just jumped into one video to another, and it's cool. Yeah, it is from the Filipino Story. I like this channel.
Me too. I subscribed to it for sure, because every time they upload a video like this, I would want to react to it.
You know, it makes me not take things for granted as a Filipino.
Yes.
I know she was a German lady who really puts us in the spotlight, and as a Filipino, I feel very grateful for that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me again.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Yes, sir.
You're very welcome. So let us know in the comment section below about your thoughts, you know, regarding this video. Maraming salamat po. And of course, if you found value in this video, do not hesitate to check out my other reaction videos right here.